So the whole idea of this workshop is to empower ladies so that the ladies can have some understanding, all of us, what it means to be a wise lady. And actually, I'd like to have a circle, if possible. Let's move our chairs so that everybody can get in the circle. There are some empty chairs. So you can please sit in the empty chairs. And this way we can be a little community that's looking at each other. Thank you so much. So be sure to share that I don't need you have some idea of who I am. I'm so grateful, as always, to be invited to be a part of your gotcha, a part of your experience in Gitanagari. And I wanted to share with you that I have my friend with me. She came to visit from Washington, D.C. And I want to introduce her. Her name is Shamala. And Shamala is actually, she is a disciple of Radhanath Swami. And in life, she is a counselor. She's a therapist. And she works with children and families. She's also a yoga teacher. And what else I know about Shamala? Shamala is, she actually has her degree in social work. And so I invited her because my intention in teaching is to be able to teach women to do what I do. So I've been doing this for many, many years. I think at least 30 years. And I believe that whatever it is that I've been blessed to receive, I am to share that with others, and they are to learn that and take that into the world. That's the whole purpose, right? Not that I keep what I know with myself. So Shamala and Anna, and of course Ishirani and Stephen here, yes, she's busy doing her thing. They're all a part of these webinars that we do online, where we have teaching for women online. Actually, we have men also. And we have done so far about 5 or 6 webinars. These webinars are focused on things like conflict, how to understand conflict, mediation, self-awareness. We just did something on mental health. So we do a lot of empowering work to help people in general, ladies specifically, people in general. And so from these webinars, some of the ladies are taking more responsibility to be able to teach some of the things that they have learned from the webinars. And so, of course, Shamala, because she's a professional in terms of mental health care, she already knows some of the different principles and so many of the different systems of internal awareness. And so today she will do some work with me, and she will do a beautiful meditation for all of us as we explore our theme, what does wise women know? And so I want to go around the room, and I would like if you would just share your name, and when you heard that topic, when you heard that theme, what does wise women know? What came up for you? What were your thoughts? And you can share that as briefly and as you know, tightly as you possibly can, so that this way we can try to get everyone to share what's going on in their hearts. You know, when you hear, what does wise women know? That's kind of an open theme, right? So I'm going to start with this beautiful young lady here. You share your name, and just very briefly, and I want everybody to have a voice. This is the first part of our workshop, is everyone has a voice. My name is Katya, and answering the question what wise woman knows, I think she knows
how to be in harmony with herself and love herself.
Harmony,
Relationship with herself.
relationship with herself. Okay, we have Shamala, she's going to describe what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. What does wise woman know? What does it mean to you? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Olga. I believe that wisdom means being able to apply knowledge on a practical level. I don't really have an idea of what a wise woman versus a wise man would mean. I generally believe that wisdom should be capable of being applied generally speaking across the population.
Okay. Practical knowledge. And you got it. Okay. Not sure difference between wise woman and wise man. Your name?
Hi, my name is Marina. What is wise woman, right?
Yeah, what does that mean to you? What comes up in your heart?
It's a very peaceful and calm mother.
Peaceful,
Calm, yeah. Like, and she's like mother to everybody. Like, she loves.
Okay.
My name is Anna, and I thought of a woman who is book smart and street smart.
Would you repeat that for us again, please?
A woman who is book smart and street smart.
Book smart, street smart. All right.
My name is Laysan, and I feel like a wise woman is a woman who makes mistakes but knows how to fix them.
Make mistakes. You got that, Shelly? But no time. And I'm giving you right here as you tell us what you're thinking about wise women.
Is preliminary conclusion in any stressful situation and result is
Stressful situation.
yes,
Always
and yes, and result peace in the
peace, resolve and peace in your heart.
yes, the situation.
It's whatever the situation is. Got that? Thank you so much. Okay.
That you feel, was it that you feel peaceful in any situation?
Any situation. Yeah. Peaceful and
Hello, beautiful ladies. I'm very happy to see you. My name is Anna. I think wise.
Can you hold the mic down so you're not a little bit down? Yeah, great. Just a little.
This is good.
Yeah.
Wise woman is a woman who can control her emotions and bring harmony and peace in her relationship with her family. Also, she knows probably the best way to connect her family with the God, but she doesn't push, but she only turns their men in the right direction without pushing.
Okay. You got that down? Okay.
Hi, my name is Elena, and
Welcome back.
I think my name is Elena, and my understanding is that wise woman should be respectful. She should be understanding others,
Understanding others,
forgiving,
forgiving,
and loving towards
and loving.
loving.
Loving. Thank you so much. Thanks very much.
Hi, my name is Nadia, and for me, wise woman means having inner guide and to be able to choose the way she reacts on situations with people or anything else, and in any situation she can give respect to herself and to others.
Okay. Thank you so much. Did you have a
My name is Leah, and the words wise always bring a picture to mind of an older lady who's been through a lot and who weathered a lot, and someone who knows the right words to find. Always knows the right words for anyone in any situation.
You can pass it to whoever in the back.
We'll do it later.
Yeah. You can, what do you think of when you hear the word wise women? Wise women, what wise women know? What do they know?
When I hear word wise woman, I always think about how far I am from that word.
I'm sorry, say that again.
How far she
I
is from
always
that word.
think how far I am from that two words. Wise
The wise
woman.
woman, how far you are from being a wise woman.
And why,
Humility.
how can
Okay.
it be together? It's always a mystery for me. How can
Mystery.
you be a woman and a wife? I mean, in my own opinion.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My name is Julia, and in my understanding, a wise woman is the woman who has zero judgmental, self-acceptance, acceptance as they are, and deeply in tune, connected with herself with a high level of her intuition.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Elena, and I agree great intuition is a must for a wise woman.
Intuition.
And she understands the nurturing nature of a woman.
Nurturing nature.
Hi, my name is Milena. I think the wise woman knows how to be a woman.
How to be a woman?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, my name is Elena, and I think a wise woman knows when to keep her mouth shut and when to speak.
When to speak and when not to speak.
Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I think in addition to what was said, wise woman knows how to express love and compassion.
Love and compassion.
Hello, my name is Uliana. I think when I think of wise woman, it's inner strength and composure.
Inner strength, composure.
My name is Marina, and in my opinion, wise woman knows how to keep everybody around her in peace and happiness. To achieve this goal, he needs to have all the qualities, what was already in the list.
Okay. She needs to have all the wonderful qualities to keep everybody around her peaceful and happy.
My name is Zhenya. I think wise woman, she can listen and hear everybody and speak to other people their language, not her own, but she's very compassionate.
Okay. Listen, hear, compassionate.
Hello, my name is Kasia. I think a wise woman knows how to build relationships with other people.
Keep relationships.
Keep and build and keep relationships.
Okay. Thank you.
When I think about a wise woman, what comes up for me is the ability to love unconditionally, connection to God, and ability to have balance inside with relationships with what's outside.
But balance relationship inside, balance relationship inside and outside.
Hello, my name is Ksenia, and I think that the main thing that wise woman knows is kindness.
Kindness. Okay. Hi.
My name is Elena. And for me, wise woman is experienced.
Experienced.
And kind as well.
And kind. Okay. Anybody else came in while we were talking? Okay. Well, we thank you all for, again, we want to thank you all for coming. So what we will do now is we're going to take all of what you offered for a wise woman, and we're going to put them in what is called a quadrant. And this is going to be a 4-part, quadrant means 4, so it's going to be 4 categories of what wise women really, it's very nice for wise women to have this knowledge, okay, on these 4 areas. So we're going to do that now. We're not just physical. We're not just mental. We're not just emotional. We are spiritual, however, we also are living in the world. So when we live in the world, it's important to consider the fact that we have a body, we have a mind, we have intelligence, and we also have the soul, right? So once women understand this and they understand those aspects of themselves, so what we are going to have you do is explore yourself so that you can understand how are you looking at yourself. Do you see yourself more spiritually, more mentally, more emotionally, more spiritually? Let's look at that and see what happens. So I wanted to take some of what you've shared, and I'm going to ask you, relationship with self, where do you think that goes in one of those quadrants? Relationship with self. Emotional? Okay, I guess then the question is, what do you mean by self?
Like, you feel love, so it's emotional kind of.
Okay, so it could be emotional. And then I have a question for you then. Can it also be spiritual?
Yes.
Okay, so it could be emotional or spiritual. All right, harmony and respectful. Where does that go in our wise women? Mental? Emotional. And spiritual. And physical. And physical. How does that, how do you understand that physically? Oh, okay. Giving space to others. All right, you respect your body. Great. Okay, we're going to do just a few more of this because I'm guessing that you have the idea of what we're doing. We're categorizing everything that you said because it all fits in these 4 quadrants. Okay, let's take a couple more. A base for family, always connected to God. Where does that go? Spiritual. Spiritual. Okay. Understanding, forgiving.
Spiritual and emotional.
Emotional and spiritual. Okay. Emotional, spiritual. Understanding. Intuitive, nurturing nature. Where does that go in our box?
Mental. Spiritual.
Okay, mental? Okay, how do you understand that mental? Just share with me. How does it, in your thoughts, how does that mean that is mental? Real quick.
Intuition.
Yeah.
It's to be able to see behind what is and to be able to calculate a few steps ahead.
Okay. All right. Very good. That's what mental is.
Yeah, and to figure out if a person is going to the truth, for example, right now, or not.
So that's in your understanding of mental,
It's calculation.
it's calculation. All right. We'll explore that. Maybe I'll do one more. What does unconditional love, balance, where does that go in our box?
Spiritual.
Spiritual. Okay. And emotional. And emotional. So something that's really important for us to understand in this group is that all of you are seeing through the eyes of either physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. And many of you are seeing through the eyes of emotional and spiritual. Many, just from what you shared, just from what we did just now. So my question now to you is, in terms of physical, what does that look like to you when we talk about, physical care, physical health care for ladies? Ladies are wise when they understand that they need to be present, they need to give themselves physical care. So, what does that mean to you? Physical care.
Healthy.
Sorry? Healthy, okay. And healthy looks like what?
When you come, when you accept like most of things, and you're not scared,
Okay.
and you are happy, and
those are emotions.
Okay, yeah.
So,
but I mean, if your physical is good when all mental, emotional, and spiritual is good.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know anybody that they're mentally really good? Means their bodies, they eat the right food, they sleep enough, they exercise, and they're not so spiritual.
No. I mean, when three of this category is good, your physical body will be good.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes, thank you. So for you, physical health means to have all of these different categories aligned together.
Yes, in balance.
There needs to be balance. Okay, very good. Somebody else? What does physical health mean to you?
To understand when to rest.
Rest! So important, so key, really key. We gotta know when we need to take our bodies and wrap it down. Because guess what? The body's like a machine. And every machine needs to be cared for, right? And so when women are not taking care of their bodies, what happens? When they don't get enough rest, what happens?
Emotional health is really, I'm emotionally really suffering, and I don't have enough power to do the spiritual practice, and then mentally it's like so much worse, so I don't get enough rest for me. And sometimes it doesn't mean it's like only sleeping, sometimes it's just maybe just lying on the bed or going to the nature, like anything, just feel yourself with what I need exactly to do to feel that I rest. Okay?
Very good. So if we're not taking care of our physical health, physically giving ourselves enough rest, I'll lose this mic, then what's going to happen is we will get emotional. We might even get mental, isn't it? So ladies need to know that about themselves, right? Because the tendency is we kind of think that we are great by the amount of things that we do. And we forget that we're not only doers, but we're also beers. We also have to be. We are being people. And so when we do, which is wonderful, and we don't check with our being, what's going on inside of us, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, then we get imbalance. And we create conflicts for people around us, usually. Because people don't, what happens is we all have different perspectives, and people don't, another person might absolutely not understand that all you need is some rest. What they're seeing is just all the emotions, right? And what we do as ladies and men too, we tend to put labels and put people in boxes, right? Because human beings has this tendency to judge other people. And so when we judge based on our perception of how we think someone else is supposed to be, we may actually miss having a wonderful relationship with another person, and we may miss the opportunity to be a wise woman. Because a wise woman knows that, you know what, this person is acting in this way, let me just check. When was the last time you slept? Or how many hours did you sleep? Or do you just need some quiet time with yourself? Right? These are things that wise women, they are very aware of. Of course, this is a training. So this training starts by us being aware, basic awareness. Okay, so what I would like you to do is, we're going to do this, and this is going to be very busy. You know why? This is after lunchtime, after meeting time. So the brain is kind of, all the dopamines are kind of going in different directions. So what we're going to do now is to trick the brain. So I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to have you number yourself from 1 to 5. So you're 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, 1, 2. All the ones, take your seat and form a little circle. All the twos, take your seat and form another little circle. All the threes, form another little circle.
Once, come here.
2,
5, можно сюда. 3,
and you have counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're all in groups.
Номер 4.
Нет, тут пятерочки.
А до пятерочки 4.
Сюда.
Давайте
Давай сюда, 5, да. А это что была ручка?
Okay, wonderful. You guys went to about 15 or 20. So the question is, before I give you a question, and you're going to have Anna. Can you pass those out, please, those little sticky pads? So what you have is some whiteboards, some post-it boards, and you're going to stick on there something that you bring. Everybody just needs to have a pen. You pass out pens, yes. And if you don't have a pen, then a pen, you need a pen, a whiteboard, and a sticky. So pass out a few of those things for everybody. How many? Like 3 or 4. 3 or 4? Yeah.
We need one.
3. What's going on with everybody? Yeah, the stickies can, maybe 1 or 2 persons be passing out the stickies, please. Do that fast. Stickies are over there. Anna has stickies. Anna is passing out the stickies. Anna, can somebody else do the stickies?
I can help you.
Okay. Okay, so wise women, they know, they understand that their health suffers
Это тебе все.
when the work take over their life. When you allow work to take over your life, your health will suffer. Wise women know that you need to exercise. Wise women know that you need to sleep properly. Wise women know that you need to have humor, right? You need to have some fun with the things that we're doing, which is what this workshop is about. It's about having fun, right? And we also need to know there's something that's really important, is that wise women have some understanding about their bodies. And so this is what you're going to do. In your group, you're going to discuss this question. What do you love?
You may be more comfortable placing anything that's on your lap down on the floor so that your arms are free and relaxed, legs are relaxed, your feet can be touching the floor. You might be sitting toward the edge of your seat, if that helps. You to have a nice tall spine. Feel free to gently close your eyes, focusing inwardly. Feel your comfortable seat. Feel your body connected to your seat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Deep exhale through your nose. Deep, deep inhale. Exhaling completely. Let your breath settle into a natural, even tempo. Feeling that the duration of your inhales match the duration of your exhales. As your breathing lengthens and deepens, Feel your body resting on your chair, connected to the earth element of the chair. Feel the earth element of your chair rising up to meet and support your body. Listen for the sound that is furthest away from your ears. As you listen, feel the contours of your ears. Become aware of the space between your ears and the sound. Feel the space that surrounds your body. Feel the space curving around all sides of your body. And feel your body in contact with the space that surrounds it. Become aware of the sensation of air and cloth in contact with your body. Feel the sensations along the surface of your skin. Moving your awareness along the whole expanse of the outer surface of your body. Now pull your awareness into your body through the layers of skin, into your muscles, feeling each muscle in relationship to the others. Feel the buzz of your nervous system. Feel the rush of your circulatory system. Feel air moving in and out of your body. Pull your awareness deeper into your body, feeling your inner systems and organs, just noticing how they feel. Pull your awareness even deeper into your body, all the way down to your skeleton. Feel your skeleton supporting your body. Feel your body resting on your skeleton. See if you can feel where the energy in your body is particularly strong and active, and where the energy in your body is quiet and still. Notice the movement of your body's energy, feeling where the energy moves freely through your body and where it feels constrained and tight. Take note of the thoughts that occupy your mind. Take note of the feelings that occupy your heart. And just notice them without getting involved with them. Watch them as if seeing them projected on a cinema screen. Watch your thoughts and feelings interact as if they were actors on a stage. Take note of your sense of perception. How sharp or fuzzy does your sense of awareness feel?
Notice the level of joy you feel in this moment, at this time. Notice the happiness you feel simply by virtue of being, irrespective of any external condition in your life. And finally, notice the distinction between all that you observe and yourself, the observer. Notice how that you are different from the mind and body that you can observe. We will confirm the transcendental nature of our consciousness by chanting Om silently inside ourselves. Inhale to a comfortable level. Recognizing this distinction between your transcendental self and all the conditions of your mind and body that you can observe, begin to ease back into the connection between your consciousness and your body. Feel your consciousness reconnect to your enlivened intelligence. Feel your consciousness reconnect to your clear thoughts and emotions. Feel your consciousness reconnect to the vibrant energy that courses through your body. Feel the senses of your physical body awaken one by one. Feel your ears as your sense of hearing reawakens. Feel the contours of your ears as you hear the sounds around you. Feel your skin as your sense of touch reawakens. Become aware of the air and cloth that touches your body. Feel your eyes and your eyelids. Become aware of light as your sense of sight reawakens. Bring awareness to your tongue and the moisture in your mouth as your sense of taste reawakens. Bring your awareness to your nostrils and the inner walls of your nose as your sense of smell reawakens. Breathing deeply into your heart and chest. Breathing deeply into your belly and abdomen, arms and fingers, legs and toes, your neck and head. Feel all the senses of your body awaken at once as your consciousness connects completely with your body. Take one more complete inhale and a complete exhale. And as you inhale, slowly open your eyes. Whenever you're ready, re-engage with others around you, seeing the room, the world, as if you're seeing it for the very first time.
Hey everyone. We want to thank Shamala for taking us into a space where that was that everyone went to. And we appreciate her coming all the way from DC to be with us. We do a lot of women programs, and we have a women's samba that we meet once a month in Washington, DC. And Shamala and another friend of ours, Vraджalila, they organize this women's samba. And so she's very involved with ladies, and so that's why I felt very comfortable to invite her to come and be here during this time. I know she has a lot to offer. Okay, so now we're going to enter into the emotions. So we looked at the physical, we looked at the mental. We looked at the mental, and we realized that the mental, what happens here is usually our thoughts. And what happens here is usually our feelings. And usually, we have difficulties with managing those two. That's usually what happens. When we get different feelings, these feelings are usually pointing to a specific need that we have. And that need may be meant for us or not meant. Means we may get this need fulfilled or we may not get it. When we don't get the need fulfilled, if we're very attached to that need, whatever that need may be, it's going to bring up feelings, and that's going to be like a cycle that will keep going around and around and around, because we're going to be facing the same kind of feelings. And those feelings, if we don't understand where they're pointing, what direction they're pointing to, if we don't know that as women, then we will only be working with our thoughts, which is in our mind, and we will only be thinking about what we're feeling about those thoughts, right? So it's really important for us to understand, and this takes some training, some work, what are our needs as women? One of the needs that I heard today was the need to rest. That's a need. It's universal. Everybody has that need. It's not just Vradjalila's need or Leah's need to rest. People all over the world have that need for sleep or resting. It's universal. If we're not present to that need, as we learned earlier, then all kinds of feelings are going to come up for us. And we discussed some of those feelings. So again, the importance of feelings is to help us to understand there is something going on inside. And I need to really be aware. What is that that's going on inside of me? Why are those thoughts that I am having causing me to feel either depressed or angry or sad or hurt, unhappy? Why are those feelings coming out? Is it possible that there is something that I might need that I might not be getting fulfilled? Those are important questions to ask ourselves, so that it doesn't have to end up, that we don't have to end up as women in this zone here, where we sometimes pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to help us, get somebody to help us to fix it, and usually they can't fix it, usually. Or we take shelter of other people to help us to fix what's going on inside of us, right? And if we are able to ourselves apply the tools to help how the thoughts are working, and if we understand the feelings that are coming from those thoughts, then we will be able to understand, what need do I have? Why these thoughts and these feelings are here? So I wanted to share just a couple things about how we can address our emotions. Because what happens to ladies is they get stuck in their feelings. And they create all kinds of different fantasies from the feelings that we may be having. Yeah? So let's just say someone is angry at another person. Let's just say, I'm angry at Shama. I don't think I can get angry with her, but let's just say, I'm angry with Shama for some reason. So this anger that I'm feeling inside may be coming from a need that I have inside of me, that maybe I am totally projecting that Shamala is not meeting that need for me, but it's my need. So let's just say I have a need for attention. I'm just giving an example. I have a need for attention. And let's say Shamala is busy with all the people, all the ladies. She met all these ladies at the retreat, and then she's gone. She's just with all the ladies here. And then I start feeling angry because I really need attention. And I'm thinking I need that attention from Shamala. But really, Shamala is only the instrument to bring up what is inside of me already. Because I am feeling really sad or hurt or annoyed or angry or whatever the feelings may be, because I need attention. Because there's something in me that possibly haven't got the attention that I needed way before Shamala. Shamala just happens to be somebody that comes to remind me, you need attention. You know, that's something that you're not getting. So we as women, we're not taught, we're not trained how to understand how our minds work. This is all in the mind. This is why it's important for us to embrace spiritual knowledge, because Vedic knowledge teaches us so much about the mind and how the mind works. Bhagavad Gita teaches us so much if we actually study Bhagavad Gita. So I just want to share with you some basic things that can help. We need to identify some of our personal strengths. Every person, every one of you in this room, every woman is blessed with a gift. Every one of you. It's not just Vradjalila, or it's not just, Anna. It's not. Everybody has a gift that they've been blessed with to share, to give to others. So we need to become aware of what is our gift. What have I been blessed with? What am I supposed to offer? Everyone needs that awareness. All ladies need that. Ladies need to learn optimism. We need to learn how to not see the glass half empty, to see it half full. The tendency, when we become victims and we get in that space where we can have mental health concerns, it is usually because we are making ourselves victims for something that we're seeing in a negative way. So it's really important for ladies to try to keep an optimistic way of looking at life. Understanding, as I sat in some of the class this morning, and I heard Prabhu sharing that everything that happens in our lives is happening for a reason. It's coming to us from Krishna for a reason. How do I embrace whatever that is that might be happening in my life? And use that and see that in a positive way. Another thing we need to be able to do is we need to have courage to define the life we want to live. There are many, many ladies, and I'm not saying you are, that live their lives where they're very unhappy, living in a space, in a situation that they have accepted because they don't have the courage to realize they have gifts that they can offer. Right? They always think they need to depend on someone. We are all interdependent. We all need each other. However, we are also blessed as women to be able to share what we have. Another thing is we need to start seeing the good in ourselves, which is why we started with the physical, the body. Because that's an area where most of us, we have negative self-talk about ourselves. It starts with our bodies. Some of us don't even get to the fact that we have our minds are telling us crazy things. We just listen to the mind telling us crazy things about our body. Right? So this is why it's important for us to face that. Face that we are actually beautiful, beautiful people. We're beautiful. Women are beautiful. Women are blessed. Women are taught. They have, according to the Vedic scriptures, women have potency more than we can even begin to understand. And this is according to Vedas. This is according to Shastra. Another thing we need to be able to do is to build a social network, which is why we put you in small groups. Even if it's small. Have a few friends that you can share. So important to share what's going on with you. So important to share what's happening in your heart. It's not the time now to be superficial people. It's just not the time. Our planet is going crazy. The people on our planet, and I use that word, actually that's a word in mental health that again creates difficulties because so many people when they hear that word, it actually brings up for them that they're, again, somebody that's, you can't listen to them, you can't think about them, or they are people that need to be locked up. So when I use that word, please know I'm using that word not in terms of mental health. I'm just using that word in terms of somebody not really being aware of their emotional health. It's not the best word to use, so it's probably best for me even not to use that word. Because in social environments, we never know who is getting triggered by hearing that word. So it's really important. Words make a difference. They make a huge difference. Okay, so build a small network. Have a few friends, people you can talk to. Create a set of coping skills. When we have mental health concerns, when our emotions are acting in such a way that we are not able to understand what our needs are, we need to be resilient and we need to have coping skills. I believe I heard someone this morning talk about not being reactionary, to not just react. That's a coping skill. It's to be learned. It's not something that we can just say, when somebody's behavior is not the way we want it to be, it's not for us to just say, you need to be acting differently. We can say that. However, it might not connect us very closely with the person. So we need to understand coping skills. How to just be when something is being said that we might not like. How do I cope with that? How do I not react to that? This is a learned behavior, something we need to be taught. Most of us were never taught that. Also, we need to live with a sense of purpose. I think most of you, all of you here, I believe, have a purpose. You came to the retreat because you know you had a purpose. Ultimately, your purpose is to connect back with your spiritual self, with your spiritual being who you are. That's the purpose for now. However, you also have a purpose in the world. Every one of us have a purpose in the world. We just need to know what that is. We need to learn what is that? What is my purpose in the world? Like you're teaching pranayama. Pranayama is so really important. It's a system of breathing that can make a whole difference in our lives. It makes a whole difference in our mental health. just to be able to learn pranayama. How many of you knew that? Can you say her name again? That she knew pranayama? How many of you knew that? How many of you know that pranayama can heal us emotionally and mentally? And right in your group, you have somebody that can help with that.
We have workshop at 5.
Workshop at 5 o'clock, so we're going to try to end before 5. And you need to make time for your hobbies and your things that you enjoy to do. Remember, it's fun. It's about fun. Don't make life boring. We only have a certain period of time that we live on this planet. Let's make it as fun as we possibly can. So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? What do you enjoy? What are some things that bring you happiness when you do them? We need, like for me, doing these workshops is totally what I enjoy. I love connecting with people and sharing things that I've learned over the years. It brings me so much joy. So I take hours preparing, and I just love it. I engage other people to help me. Leo was running around trying to get these boards, and Shamala was bringing stuff, and yeah, it's fun. So fun way to connect. So find what that is for you, and use that to connect. Okay, be aware of your emotions and how you react. Please. Emotions means feelings. You all need to have a feelings vocabulary. If you don't have a feelings vocabulary, it means if you don't have feelings language, please see me. I will give you a list of feelings. So you can know, if today you wake up and you're thinking, I don't really like myself this morning, I don't feel so good. Just take that list and say, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? Oh, okay, I'm feeling, sad. Because what? Why am I feeling sad? And explore that with yourself. And then, you can start this with yourself. You don't need to go to other people to get the help. It's always nice to have others, but you can also start doing this for you, with you.
And then what happens when I figure out why am I sad? Then what?
Why? I'm sorry, say that again.
What happens after I figure out what makes me sad today? Then what? What happens?
Okay, then you act on that need. If, for example, let's use the need for affection. I said attention. Let's say affection. I need affection. And let's say you live in a home. I'm just giving this example. I hope I'm not going to touch any of these boundaries. Let's say in your home your husband doesn't give affection. And you need affection, right? I'm just using an example. And let's say you've already had dialogue with your husband about the fact that you need affection. However, your husband's behavior doesn't change. Do you get mad and angry with your husband every day he comes home? I need affection, and you're not even here, and you're not even present, and you're not giving me any attention, you're not giving me any affection. And do you do that? Or do you find some friends to get affection from? Because maybe your husband might just not be in that place right when you want him to be, in that mindset. He might not mentally and emotionally be there, right? So what do? Instead of reacting with your husband, you have friends. It doesn't have to be that affection means intimacy. Maybe that might be a part of it, but you might just need affection in terms of somebody sharing with you how nice you are, how wonderful of a person you are, how wonderful it is to talk with you, to be around you. You don't have to get that from a husband always, So we need to look in different ways that we can fulfill some of those needs that might be underlining the feelings that are coming up with us, that are causing us to be self-destructive. That's a key, right? That's really important. So we can stop reacting. Because when we react, some of you have been married, some of you are not married, some of you have good friends. Even with friends, we react with friends over and over again based on the same feelings and the same thoughts, usually. So we need to step outside of that. Okay, express your feelings in appropriate ways. So I teach this seminar called Nonviolent Communication. How do we speak nonviolently? How do we speak in such a way that it encourages the other person to want to hear us? You know, sometimes we talk to people in ways that they don't want to listen, right? Because of how we send the vibration from what we say. So we need to learn, how do I speak in such a way that I can connect with the other person? We need to think before we act. So we take a pause, breathe, before we say something, before we do something. Just take a minute and breathe. This is all like training. However, just to give you the aware, you know, most of you are aware of this. It's also how to practice it, right? So at least for the rest of this retreat, you can start practicing. When you feel some emotion coming up, you feel annoyed, you feel angry, it might be something really real. Think about it before you say something. Just stop and think. Breathe before you say something. Okay, manage stress. So that's a whole workshop within itself. You try to change the situation that causes you stress. You got to learn what caused me stress. How can I make the situation different so that I can function in a more caring and loving way with whatever that is bringing up. Okay, we got to learn some relaxation skills. So many of you may not meditate. However, just listening to meditation music can be very relaxing. Extremely relaxing. Exercise is another way to deal with stress. I can't talk too much about that, to be honest with you. I don't exercise so much. I deal with stress in different ways. I breathe a lot. I try to breathe. I talk through my stresses. When I have stress, I will talk to somebody. I am feeling annoyed because I have a need for so. That need is not getting met. Can you walk me through this? Can you talk with me about this? And just by talking, usually I get fine in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We need friends. We talked about this, our physical health. Connect. That's why you're in small groups with each other. Connect with each other. For the rest of this retreat, connect with each other. Deeper than how it's been. However deeper you can go after today, try to find that space. Ask somebody. Talk to somebody. Ask somebody, hey, tell me something about you that you've never told somebody else. One little thing. And see if you can go deeper. Okay. Find your purpose, find your meaning, and stay positive. These are things that can help us emotionally. And so, one last group work before we leave, before I give you just a package that's going to bring us into the spiritual. Because all of what we're talking about, believe it or not, is Vedic knowledge. I've just taken it out to present it in a way that we can all understand. It's all there in Vedic knowledge. So, I have a question, again, just a short question for you in your group. Again, one last question. And that is, what emotions are present to you on a regular basis? Or let's just take this. What emotion is present to you right now? After we talk, what emotion is present to you right now? So that means what feelings? What feelings are coming up for you? Okay? And I'm going to give you a few feelings. So you might have some feelings like afraid, confused, annoyed, disconnected, angry, embarrassed, sad, tense. Or you can have some feelings like, and I can give you this, please let me give this to you. You can have some feelings like affectionate, excited, joyful, confident, engaged, peaceful, refreshed, grateful, hopeful, inspired. What feelings are coming up for you right now? Everything that we do is affected by a feeling. Everything. So let's do that real quick. 2 minutes. If everybody just say their feelings to the other person. Okay, 20 seconds where that you should feel feelings. Just to get you aware of your feelings. Okay, I'm going to ask you really quickly in each group, what's the feelings that's coming up the most? Okay, in this group, what's the feeling?
Happiness and gratefulness. Appreciation.
I'm just going to pass this around.
Someone have the loose mic?
This group,
Oh, you want to share?
Yeah, group one, what's the feelings in group one?
Gratefulness,
Okay.
appreciation and peacefulness.
And peacefulness. Okay, over here, the group, what's the feelings?
We have like half. One is like relaxed and sleepy and feeling like very like about to try but something nice. And the half of that was trying to apply all information you gave to our situation and then feel like anxiety or like annoying. So we have half and half.
Okay, so you have two different kinds of feelings.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
And those that don't know what I feel.
Yes, absolutely, and don't be afraid to say, I don't know my feelings. That's important, because you can only learn from what we don't know. And to be honest with you, most women don't know their feelings, because if they did, 1 out of 5 would not have mental illness. Just wouldn't happen if they knew their feelings. Okay.
Gratefulness and being accepted.
Okay, very good, thank you. Feelings?
I think we shared the feeling of tired.
Tired.
A bit disconnected, but at the same time engaged and hopeful.
Okay.
Process ahead.
Okay, that's really good. You identified what's actually happening. Yes. Feelings?
For us, it's mostly sleepiness and tiredness. But not because of this workshop, but mostly like in general. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. We're grateful. So now this is the last one that we'll do. The last thing is the spiritual, right? This is not quantum. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So I want you to pick your two questions. Every person pick a card. Okay, and I want you to pick one person in your group that's going to come up to the mic and read it. One person from your group, and this is going to be your meditation as a wise woman. So, from group 1, who's your person? You're going to come up here and read it, please. Sorry, I'm sure. I need you to, okay, let's start coming up to read. Who's ready to start reading? Let's come up and read. This, okay, we're going to start. This is group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Margot, can we get your presents, please? So now we're sharing what each group is going to meditate on in terms of spiritually wise women. Okay.
A scholarly woman, the entire life of society depends upon you. You provide us the right knowledge. May you bring knowledge to all segments of society. Rigveda 2:41.
Okay, wise women, what is that? You're all very good? Knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. Okay. No, I want you to come up here. You're also practicing public speaking. Wise women know how to public speak.
It's not on the list. Houses in which female relations not being duly honored.
Okay, you're going to need to be louder.
Okay. The houses in which female relations not being duly honored, pronounce a curse, perish completely as if destroyed by magic. Hence, men who seek their own welfare should always honor women on holidays and festivals with gifts of ornaments, clothes, and dainty food from Mataji.
Okay, so maybe you can just share what that meant. It's really good.
Sure. So I think if we understand this correctly, it means if women don't treat themselves with respect and their relationships between women and men and families are not based on respect and recognition of their needs, such houses are cursed. And therefore, men should honor their women with gifts of different kinds and nice food.
Yes, especially at festivals like now. As your men, where's my gift?
In Mahabharata, grandfather Bhishma explains to Yudhishthira before his death. O ruler of the earth, the lineage in which daughters and the daughters-in-law are saddened by ill treatment, that lineage is destroyed. When out of their grief these women curse the households, such households lose their charm, prosperity, and happiness.
Okay, can you share what that means?
I think it means that when the women are treated badly, everyone feels the effect of that, and it brings everyone down.
That's right, bring society down. Okay, next one. Thank you.
O woman, utilize your Vedic intellect in all directions of your home. There is a Vedic saying, where a woman are worshipped, there the gods dwell, or where the women are happy, there will be prosperity.
Can you share it with us?
Yeah, so we discussed and we think that the meditation for our group will be maintain our happiness. So just pay attention to this because it's each one responsibility.
Yes, and what is it that's needed for women in that quote?
Worship.
Yeah, they're worshipable because they have Vedic knowledge. Yes. Last one, please. Thank you.
The houses in which the female relations are not being duly honored, pronounce a curse, perish completely as if destroyed by magic. Where the female relations live in grief, the family simply perishes. But that family where they are not unhappy and prospers.
Okay, maybe you can explain that. I think we got that one already.
No.
Oh, we did.
So basically, when the females are unhappy, the whole
Okay, for everybody.
The whole society is unhappy.
Yes, when females are unhappy, whole society is unhappy. Thank you guys so much. And we're going to close our little workshop here by all these empowered wise women. And Shamala and I, we want to thank you, and we just want to offer you this little gift. You are beautiful, magnificent, eternal, and bright. Start to see who you are and let go of the fight. It's the state of your being, the pure essence within. Just a fact and so simple, and it always has been. You are love, you are light, and I want you to know, you are, and it's time to admit and to show that you are these things. All this greatness and wisdom that's inside of you. What if all this is real? What if all this is true? No more hiding and fighting. Be yourself and come out. Own your gifts and your beauty, letting go of the doubt. Just by being in existence, you are worthy and right. Be alive and be total. Let your fire ignite. Let it out. Become free. Love yourself and be kind. Let this way be your new and your own state of mind. Now let go and surrender. The divine will take care. You are seen, and I love you. That I wanted to share. Thank you very much. Beautiful meditation, and all of you are so beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kishore Rani, for inviting me to do worship with ladies. This has brought us great, great, great joy.